Have you ever walked through Central Park in New York City and suddenly stumbled upon a 3,500-year-old Egyptian obelisk? Let's talk about it in part 31 of Egyptian obelisks around the world, and this is the last Egyptian obelisk that we're going to talk about that's not located in Egypt. The New York City obelisk is sometimes called Cleopatra's Needle and is paired with the obelisk that is currently located in London. Similar to that obelisk, it has almost absolutely nothing to do with Cleopatra VII. It was erected by Pharaoh Thutmose III in the New Kingdom in front of the Temple of the Sun in Heliopolis. It was later moved to Alexandria sometime between 23 BCE and 12 CE by the first Roman Emperor Augustus. He had these placed in front of the Caesarean Temple, though they actually stayed here for the rest of the Roman Empire in Egypt. While its pair fell in an earthquake in 1303, this is actually still standing when it was eventually removed. Most of the largest obelisks that are currently located outside of Egypt were gifted to those countries by the then ruler of Egypt, and the New York one is no exception. After the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, the Khedive Ismail Pasha offered this obelisk to the United States in appreciation of their aid in constructing the canal. At the beginning, most of the Americans did not show any interest of this proposal, mostly because it was really expensive to transport this obelisk across the ocean. But as soon as they knew that another obelisk was being transported to London, the negotiations were reignited. This obelisk then left Egypt in 1880. The obelisk arrived in Staten Island on July 1880, and it was eventually unloaded at West 51st Street in Manhattan. It was then transported via 32 horses through the streets of Manhattan to a pedestal on the small hill in Central Park. The transportation took 112 days, arriving at the site on January 5, 1881. 4 bronze crabs were added to the bottom 4 corners of the obelisk where the stone had been worn away. The obelisk is on the eastern side of Central Park, immediately behind the Metropolitan Museum of Art.